Some people defy the odds in ways that seem almost supernatural. They escape disasters that should have been fatal, leaving the world in awe of their sheer luck. Today, we bring you 10 of the luckiest people who survived the most impossible accidents. 10. Julianne Koepke, the sole survivor of a plane crash. On December 24, 1971, Julianne Koepke, a 17-year-old German student, was on Lanza Flight 508 when it was struck by lightning. The plane disintegrated mid-air, and Julianne fell 10,000 feet into the Amazon rainforest, still strapped to her seat. Incredibly, she survived with a broken collarbone and minor cuts. After trekking through the jungle for 11 days, she was finally rescued. 9. Vesna Vulovic survived a 33,000-foot fall. In 1972, Serbian flight attendant Vesna Vulovic was aboard a Yugoslav Airlines plane when a bomb exploded mid-air. She plummeted 33,000 feet, 10,160 meters, without a parachute. Miraculously, she landed on a snowy hillside and survived with multiple injuries. She holds the Guinness World Record for the highest fall without a parachute. 8. Frane Selak, the luckiest man alive. Croatian music teacher Frane Selak escaped death 7 times in bizarre accidents, survived a train derailment into a river, was ejected from a plane midair, and landed safely on a haystack. Survived 4 car crashes, jumped out of a bus before it plunged into a river in 2003, he won the lottery, solidifying his title as the luckiest, or unluckiest, man alive. 7. Roy Sullivan, struck by lightning 7 times. U.S. Park Ranger Roy Sullivan was hit by lightning 7 times between 1942 and 1977. Each time, he survived with injuries like burns and lost toenails. With odds of this happening at 1 in 10 septillion, he holds the world record for most lightning strikes survived by a single person. 6. Tsutomu Yamaguchi survived 2 atomic bombs. In August 1945, Tsutomu Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima when the atomic bomb exploded. He suffered burns but survived. The next day, he returned to his home city of Nagasaki, only to witness and survive the second atomic bomb. Despite the radiation exposure, he lived until the age of 93. 5. Anne Hodges, the only person hit by a meteorite. In 1954, Anne Hodges, an Alabama woman, was asleep on her couch when a 9-pound meteorite crashed through her roof and hit her hip. While it left her with a nasty bruise, she became the only known person in history to be directly hit by a meteor and survive. 4. Albert Einstein's brain donor survived a plane crash. Neuroscientist Thomas Stoltz Harvey, famous for studying Albert Einstein's brain, walked away from a plane crash unscathed in 1978. Everyone expected a fatal outcome, but he miraculously survived with minor injuries. 3. The man who missed the Titanic. Milton Hershey, the founder of the Hershey Chocolate Company, had booked a first-class ticket on the Titanic in 1912. However, last-minute business issues forced him to cancel his trip, saving his life. His near miss allowed him to build the massive Hershey empire we know today. 2. Nicholas Alcomade fell 18,000 feet without a parachute. During World War II, British tail gunner Nicholas Alcomade was forced to jump from his burning aircraft at 18,000 feet. With no parachute, he landed on pine trees and deep snow, cushioning his fall. He walked away with only a sprained knee. 1. Hugh Glass, mauled by a bear and left for dead. In 1823, frontiersman Hugh Glass was attacked by a grizzly bear and left for dead by his expedition team. Despite having a broken leg and deep wounds, he crawled 200 miles to safety over 6 weeks. His incredible survival inspired the movie The Revenant, 2015. Final thoughts from falling thousands of feet to surviving atomic bombs? These stories prove that some people are just too lucky to die. Which of these survival stories amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments.